While snails may not exhibit loyalty to humans in the same way as some domesticated animals, their loyalty to their habitats and the ecosystems that sustain them is a powerful reminder of the importance of protecting the natural world. As we work to preserve these incredible creatures and their habitats, we can ensure that snails continue to play their vital role in maintaining the balance of nature for generations to come. The snail may be a small, slow-moving creature, but its role in the environment and its bond with the ecosystems it inhabits are anything but insignificant. From its role in decomposing organic matter to its contributions to the food chain, the snail plays an essential part in maintaining the health of our planet. Through its connection to humans, whether as a source of food, medicine, or ecological benefit, the snail has earned its place in the world of preserving snail habitats. Some species of snails, particularly those that are endangered or have specialized habitat needs, are the focus of breeding programs and other conservation initiatives to ensure their survival. Conservationists are working to protect snail populations through various efforts. This includes creating protected areas where snails can live undisturbed, reducing the use of harmful chemicals, and raising awareness about the importance. Despite their resilience and adaptability, snails face many challenges to their survival. Habitat loss, pollution, and climate change all threaten the delicate balance of the ecosystems in which snails live. The use of pesticides in agriculture can poison snails and disrupt their food sources, while urbanization and deforestation reduce the natural spaces where they can thrive. In this sense, snails are incredibly loyal to their ecosystems. They rely on healthy soil, clean water, and abundant vegetation to thrive. As humans, we can demonstrate our loyalty to snails by protecting their habitats and supporting conservation efforts that preserve the natural world. Though snails may not form bonds with humans in the same way that domesticated animals like dogs or cats do, they do exhibit a form of loyalty to their environment. Snails are sensitive creatures that depend on their surroundings for survival. They are loyal to the habitat they call home, and any disruption to their environment, whether through pollution, deforestation, or climate change, can have a devastating impact on their populations. The ecological role of snails also makes them valuable to humans. By contributing to the health of the soil, controlling pests, and maintaining the balance of ecosystems, snails help support sustainable farming practices and ensure the overall well-being of the environment. In addition to being a food source, snails have also been used in traditional medicine. The slime produced by snails has been found to contain substances that can help heal wounds, and snail mucus has been used in some skincare products for its moisturizing and anti-aging properties. Snails are also used in scientific research, particularly in studies related to their unique biological processes, such as their ability to regenerate tissue and survive in harsh environments. While snails are often seen as pests in gardens or agricultural areas, they have had a more positive relationship with humans throughout history. In many cultures, snails have been a source of food, particularly in European and Mediterranean cuisines. The famous dish escargot, which involves cooking snails in garlic butter, is a delicacy in France and other parts of Europe. Some species of snails, particularly freshwater snails, also contribute to the food chain by serving as food for larger animals, including birds, fish, and amphibians. In this way, snails help support the biodiversity of their environments, providing sustenance to predators and ensuring the stability of the food web. In addition to their role as decomposers, snails also help control algae growth in aquatic environments. They feed on algae, which can otherwise overtake bodies of water, depleting oxygen levels and harming aquatic life. By keeping algae populations in check, snails help maintain the balance of the ecosystem and ensure that other organisms can thrive. Despite their small size and slow movement, snails play a critical role in their ecosystems. They are essential contributors to the health of soil and plant life. As decomposers, snails feed on dead plants and organic matter, breaking it down into nutrients that are then returned to the soil, enriching it and helping new plants to grow. Snails are also known for their mating behavior, which can be quite fascinating. Many species of snails are hermaphroditic, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs. This allows them to mate with almost any other snail, increasing their chances of finding a mate. During mating, snails engage in a complex courtship ritual involving the exchange of sperm and sometimes even the use of love darts, sharp structures they shoot at one another to enhance fertilization success. One of the most interesting behaviors of snails is their ability to hibernate or enter a state of dormancy when conditions are not favorable. For example, during times of drought or cold temperatures, snails conceal themselves inside their shells and remain inactive for weeks or even months, conserving moisture and energy until the conditions improve. This survival tactic helps them endure harsh environments and ensures their long-term survival. Snails are typically solitary creatures, spending most of their time grazing on vegetation or detritus. Their diet consists mainly of plants, decaying organic matter, and algae. Some species may also feed on other smaller organisms, such as fungi or even other snails, depending on their environment and available food sources. Snails have a foot, a muscular organ located on the underside of their body, which they use to move slowly along surfaces. The foot secretes a slimy mucus that helps the snail glide smoothly, reducing friction and allowing them to travel across rough surfaces. The movement is slow, often taking a long time to cover even a small distance, which is why snails are often associated with the saying slow and steady wins the race. In addition to their shells, snails possess tentacles on their heads, which they use to detect their surroundings. The ocular tentacles are equipped with eyes, allowing the snail to see light and dark, while the sensory tentacles help them navigate their environment and find food. These tentacles are extremely sensitive, and snails use them to sense chemical changes in their surroundings, helping them locate food sources or detect potential threats. Snails are known for their distinctive spiral-shaped shells, which come in various sizes and colors, depending on the species. The shell serves as both a protective covering and a storage place for the snail's body when it retreats inside. The shell is made of calcium carbonate, which the snail produces through a process of absorbing minerals from its food. Snails have evolved over millions of years to adapt to various environments, and their shells provide them with protection from predators and harsh weather conditions. While some species have hard, calcified shells, others may have a more fragile or even absent shell. These creatures rely on their ability to secrete mucus, which allows them to glide across surfaces and navigate through different terrains. A snail is a mollusk belonging to the class gastropoda. They can be found in both terrestrial and aquatic environments, with the majority of species living in moist environments, such as gardens, forests, and rivers. There are over 60,000 species of snails, each varying in size, color, and habitat. They are primarily characterized by their spiraled shells, soft bodies, and slimy foot, which they use to crawl slowly across surfaces. Over the years, humans have formed a relationship with snails, whether through farming, research, or simply observing their behavior in nature. As we explore the world of snails, we will learn about their behavior, the important role they play in the environment, and how they demonstrate a certain form of loyalty to their surroundings and to those who care for them. The snail is often seen as a slow-moving and somewhat unremarkable creature in the animal kingdom, but there is much more to this humble mollusk than meets the eye. Despite their quiet and solitary lifestyle, snails have played a significant role in both the natural world and in human culture. Their unique characteristics, fascinating behavior, and ecological importance make them an essential part of the ecosystems they inhabit.